Mazer world. Are you ready? Are you ready to get into alignment with who you really are? Because it's time. It's time to boost your happiness, your relationships, your health, and of course, your finances. It's Elma here, and I invite you to listen today to another great episode from a Mazer podcast. In today's episode, I'm going to talk about the law of attraction and relationships from A to Z. I can't wait for you to find out all the cool info we got today. Relationships are something that you can't go even one single day without. After all, if you decide to exclude every person from your social circle, you're still left together with the most important human in your life, yourself. There certainly are different kinds of relationships. In fact, thousands of years ago, the ancient Greeks were already able to identify 8 types of love. And all these types are surely not only about the relationship between a man and a woman. There's love towards your friends, your children, and self-love. The trick here is that you have to be able to form a healthy relationship with all of these people. And without a doubt, that is extremely difficult. But the great news is that various laws of attraction techniques can help you with establishing different kinds of relationships. Do you want to fall in love? The law of attraction totally can help you with that. And all you have to do is follow the simple rules and do the right exercises. In this podcast, we will introduce to you different law of attraction techniques that can be used to solve all sorts of problems in your relationships. Moreover, we are going to find out if you have any emotional blocks that are preventing you from establishing a healthy relationship with everyone around and, ultimately, yourself. Your life will never be the same again. So let's discuss, does the law of attraction even work? You have certainly heard about the law of attraction. In fact, you might have even tried to apply some of its techniques. Usually, people talk about using the law of attraction to attract more money into their lives. Or they use the techniques to make all their dreams come true. But all these things have more of a material vibe to them, don't you think? And what about your relationships? Something you can't touch or count. Does the law of attraction work for this stuff as well? You can find more about this process and other important resources if you go to amazer.me/37. A lot of people agree with this kind of concept. The law of attraction is about bringing your thoughts into the physical world. What you think about, you build around yourself, and so on. It doesn't seem like such a concept can do the job for something as abstract as love or friendship, right? Don't worry. Even though most of us are used to thinking about the law of attraction as a thing that can help us get all the material stuff that the world has to offer, it can do its magic perfectly well with different kinds of relationships as well. Everything in our world is made up of energy. You are basically a ball of energy, and you are emitting portions of your vibes wherever you go. And that is exactly what all the other people also do. The most interesting part is the fact that the energies can interact with each other, and together they can create something even more beautiful. Or in another case, one of the energy flows is so powerful that it simply changes the other forever. When it comes to relationships, both of the scenarios can work. But before your energy starts interacting with the energy of another person, you have to actually find that particular human, right? And that is the first thing that the law of attraction can help you with. Find the partner that you're looking for, even someone who you thought existed only in your dreams. But the whole game is not as simple as it might seem. There are rules that you have to follow in order to succeed. And now, let me tell you the rules of the law of attraction. The first rule is that you shouldn't think of the law of attraction as a solemnly good force. In fact, it has the power to literally turn your life into a nightmare. The trick here is that the law of attraction gives you whatever you focus on. If you choose to think more about all the bad things that are happening to you, then you will surely get even more of that. But remember, that if you're going to focus on the good thoughts and perspectives, then the law of attraction will start bringing that to you. Basically, you have to learn to control not only your words, but also your thoughts, or at least figure out how exactly you can turn your negative thoughts into positive ones. Here is one simple example. Instead of thinking, "Nobody loves me," try this: "I am open for new relationships." What is the law of attraction going to give you in each of the cases? If you prefer to continue saying that no one loves you, then this is just how things will roll. But if you claim that you're open for something new, then the law of attraction will find that something to give it to you. The second rule is to focus on what you want, not the fact that you want it. This one is quite tricky. How can you not focus on the fact that you are wishing for something if, well, you want it? Let's try to see the difference with the help of an example. You might be thinking, "I want to get my ex back." According to the previous rule, it seems like there is nothing wrong with the phrase, right? You have made a specific wish, and it looks like the law of attraction will make it come true, no? Well, you are practically right. But here's the deal. What exactly do you think about every time you wish to get your ex back? You're subconsciously focusing on the fact that you don't have that person close to you right now. See? That's a negative thought. Usually, if you focus on the fact that you want something badly, you confirm to yourself, yet again, at that moment, you lack that specific thing. And what is the law of attraction going to give you? That's right, even more lack. Instead of constantly thinking about what you want, try imagining what it would be like to be back with your ex again. Pretend as if your wish had already come true. And in the end, the law of attraction will surely make it happen. With the help of the law of attraction, you will be able to bring into your life the perfect kind of person. And if that would mean getting your ex back, then that's what you will be getting. All you need to do is know exactly how the law of attraction works and, of course, spend some time daily on completing the exercises. Want to master the law of attraction like a guru? Try this ultimate free tool at amazer.me/LOA-general to understand and practice the best techniques that only 1% of people use in order to attract the perfect relationship and everything else you want into your life. The third rule is, don't want too hard. This part might seem similar to the previous rule, but they are surely not the same. Remember the time you wanted something so incredibly hard, but you never got it? And then one day, you realize that you don't really need this thing, and you immediately get it? This exact situation is sometimes called the power of surrender. Once again, even if you use the right thoughts and phrases to focus on the thoughts that you want, they should never fully devour every aspect of your life. Desperation is another form of lacking something. If you tell yourself that you need to find someone every second of your life, the law of attraction won't give it to you. Don't worry, it might seem a bit complicated, but soon we're going to discuss exactly what you have to do to send the right message into the universe. In a few words, manifesting your biggest desire a few times per day will do the job just fine. The fourth rule is to appreciate what you already have. The important part here is to know the difference between appreciation and gratitude, as people rarely realize that these things are a little different at the core. When you are grateful, you subconsciously think about the things that you have been deprived of before. Yes, negative thoughts again. Just say, "I am so grateful for this relationship," and you suddenly find yourself remembering how horrible it was to be alone. Instead, try cultivating the feeling of appreciation. When you appreciate something, you never evaluate it. You are simply happy with the fact that you have it. You might be thinking that there is nothing in your life that you can appreciate. Well, you can always simply take a look at the beautiful sky and send your positive vibes towards admiring it. But there certainly are people in your life that deserve to be appreciated by you. And you can always start with yourself, by the way. And the last rule is to love yourself first. As they say, you must first love yourself, and then you can love someone else. If you are not happy with who you are, then you simply won't be able to be happy in any kind of relationship, because the most important relationship in your life is not okay. You have to fall in love with yourself. Furthermore, let's discuss the topic of how to love yourself. Until you manage to establish a beautiful relationship with yourself, you won't be able to move any further. Most of us are used to seeking love and support from others. We constantly need someone else's approval, and that is the main reason why you either fail to find the right person or always date horrible people that are ready to use your vulnerability. The truth is that once you learn to cherish yourself, the universe will do everything to send the right person with whom you will finally find your happily ever after. Basically, the more you love yourself, the more successful you will be in all of your other relationships. That's just how the law of attraction works. And all you have to do to master the art of loving yourself is figure out how the law of attraction works and dedicate your time to completing the right exercises. Certainly, there are a lot of different self-love exercises out there, but practically all of them have one thing in common. Treat yourself just like you would treat your beloved partner. Take yourself to a restaurant or for a cup of great coffee. Find out what you love doing and do that. If that means changing your career, bite the bullet. If that simply means to start attending choreography classes, sign in. Make sure that you look good, but don't forget to remind yourself that you did this new haircut or started attending the gym not for someone else, but for yourself. I'm buying this new shirt because I love myself. I decided to return to school because I want the best for me. Another important thing, learn to be alone and don't worry about it. There are people that are simply afraid to be left in a room all by themselves. They just don't know how to spend their time. Fall in love with this time that you can spend only with yourself. Make sure that you're never bored whenever you're left alone. And, most importantly, know your worth. So now, listen on how to attract a romantic partner using the law of attraction. The amazing news is that you can use the various law of attraction techniques to invite the right type of person into your life. Can you attract someone specific? That cute guy from work, for example? Well, you have to understand that the law of attraction is not a love potion. In fact, focusing on one single person won't really do you any good because you're blocking all the other wonderful opportunities that the universe has to offer. That simply means that you have a scarcity mindset, and the law of attraction will never be on your side. But what can you do if you have that one person who you really, really like? Well, try figuring out exactly what qualities make you think this person is a perfect match. You can even make a list. The point certainly can be about the appearance of the person, but try focusing on the actual character. What traits would you love your future partner to have? Now that we've got that part sorted out, let's proceed to the actual steps you can take to attract the right person into your life. The first step is to get rid of your limiting beliefs. Whether you realize it or not, the chances are extremely high that you have some limiting beliefs that are preventing you from living the love life that you deserve. Most of the barriers are formed during our childhood. Your mother might have told you that it's not right to date a certain group of people. Your father might not have been the best example of what a man has to be like, and so on. Of course, only a psychologist can help you fully estimate these barriers and overcome them, but there are small steps that you can attempt to make on your own. If you find yourself immediately crossing out a certain group of people out of your potential future partners list, then try doing the exact opposite thing. Get out of your comfort zone and take into consideration the candidates that don't seem right to you at first. Certainly, you might end up never being with this particular person, but you're sending out the right signals into the universe. I have an open mind. I am ready for a new relationship, and I stopped being a victim of my limiting beliefs. The second step is, what do you need this relationship for? We have already briefly mentioned this point a little earlier. Confess to yourself, what exactly do you need this relationship for? And be honest. If you're looking for a partner to fill in some emptiness for someone simply because you're afraid of being alone or etc., then you have to take a step back. You already know that you won't be able to get anything beneficial with such an attitude. So get back to our self-love section of this podcast. The trick here is that before starting a healthy relationship, you have to already feel yourself in a state that is complete. Otherwise, you will build a relationship that is focused around scarcity, fear, dependence, and so on. This might be the most difficult part, but as soon as you are truly ready to commit to a relationship simply because that's what you want, not what you need, then magical things will start happening. The third step is to fill your surroundings with love. In our world that is based on the law of attraction, positive thoughts attract positive things, and a negative mindset brings horrible and sad stuff into your life. No surprise that if you want to attract love into your life, you have to already have these kinds of vibes in your present. But how on earth can you have something full of love in your life if you don't have a partner? Easy! Everything in our world can be full of this emotion. Love can be in everything you do, in the way you decorate your house, in every pie you make. After all, you always have your relatives and friends to whom you can show your devotion and sympathy. Once you start filling your everyday life with this wonderful feeling, you will make the universe bring even more love into your life, but this time from the outside. And that's exactly how the right person will turn up. In fact, this law of attraction exercise is also great for establishing those wonderful and blissful relationships with your family members. Don't forget to practice the law of attraction techniques daily to make sure that every other sphere of your life is in an amazing state as well. The fourth step is to make a vision board. A vision board is an extremely powerful tool based on the law of attraction. During our busy days, we might forget to pay enough attention to our true desires and dreams, and that is exactly when a vision board comes in handy. Every time you look at it, the right thoughts start running through your head, and it becomes easier for the universe to figure out what to give to you. So, how to make a vision board that works? It's totally up to you. You can use pictures or write down the qualities of your perfect partner, whatever works better for you. Simply remember that you don't need to have a picture of the specific person that you like. It can totally be a silhouette or even a compilation of abstract pictures. You can find more about vision boards and other important resources if you go to amazer.me/37. The important thing is that you place the vision board somewhere you'll be constantly seeing it. Every time your eyes come across the pictures that you associate with your future partner, you will be attracting him or her on the subconscious level. And the last step is to use your imagination, which is one of the main rules of the law of attraction. Always act as if you already have the thing that you want, and you'll soon get it. The same applies to relationships. You initially have a wonderful emotional connection with the person who is perfect for you. Now you just have to physically attract him or her in your life. Imagine as if you are already together. You don't have to see a face in order to be able to dream. Think about what you would feel when this person is around. You can even imagine what your future partner would smell like and the tone of his or her voice. The more senses you take into consideration, the better. You can start leaving additional space in your bed. Some experts suggest buying an extra toothbrush and so on. You simply have to believe that you already have everything that you want. The universe sees it all. And soon it will give you what or whom it is you're dreaming about. And so always remember to maintain an open mind. The universe certainly does have a great plan for you and your perfect relationship, but you have to help the right person get into your life. Don't miss out on different opportunities. Attend various events, lead a social life, be in the places where you want to be, and you will soon come across the one. You have just listened to another episode from a Mazer podcast. I hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget, if you want to master the law of attraction like a guru, then remember you need to go to amazer.me/LOA-general. Until next time, stay happy and keep manifesting your dream life.